That's the only one that comes, actually, not prophecy, but what happened in the past. So I'm going to use what happened in the past to give you an idea of what we're dealing with right now and how it happened in the past. So just bear with me. I'm going to bring up this book of Jubilee, and let's just look at chapter 10. When we look at chapter 10, you are going to see exactly what we're going through right now, that this is nothing new. And you're going to see what our ancestors had to deal with, how they handled it. That is the book of Jubilees. If you don't have the book of Jubilees, I just posted it up right now, and you can download it. Okay, so we're here, and this is Jubilees chapter 10. This is the scripture that is a lot more. This scripture is much more direct to what we are experiencing today. And from what we see in this scripture, it gives us an idea of what to do and how to respond. Jubilees chapter 10. The title says, Unclean demons began to lead the sons of Noah astray. Unclean demons began to lead the sons of Noah astray. It says in verse 1, Jubilees chapter 10, verse 1, and in the third week of this Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah, and to make them to err, and to destroy them. And the sons of Noah came to Noah, their father, and they told him concerning the demons which were leading astray and blinding and slaying his sons. So these demons were deceiving the grandchildren of Noah, the grandchildren, the sons and sons of the sons of Noah, the sons of the sons of Noah, his grandchildren. These demons were deceiving them, leading them astray, leading them to go the wrong way, and also destroying them. These demons were destroying these children. So the sons of Noah, whose children was being attacked, they went to their father Noah. Verse 2, and the sons of Noah came to Noah, their father, and they told him concerning the demons which were leading astray and blinding and slaying his sons. Verse 3, and he prayed before Yahweh, his sovereign ruler, and said, Yahweh of the spirit of all flesh, who have shown mercy unto me, and have saved me and my sons from the waters of the flood, and have not caused me to perish as you did the sons of perdition. Continuing, for your free unmerited pardon has been great towards me, and great has been your mercy to my soul. Let your free unmerited pardon be lifted up upon my sons, and let not the wicked spirits rule over them, lest they should destroy them from the earth. But do you bless me and my sons, that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth. Verse 5. And you know how your witches, the fathers of these spirits, acted in my day. And as for these spirits which are living, imprison them and hold them fast in the place of condemnation, and let them not bring destruction on the sons of your servant, my sovereign ruler, for these are malignant and created in order to destroy. And let them not rule over the spirits of the living, for you alone can exercise dominion over them. And let them not have power over the sons of the righteous from henceforth and forever. Verse 7, the Most High responded, or we continue. And Yahweh, our sovereign ruler, bade us, this is the angel speaking. The Most High responded and told the angels what to do. After Noah prayed. After Noah prayed. After the prayers of Noah, the Most High responded and told the angels what to do to answer Noah's prayer. And Yahweh, our sovereign ruler, bade us to bind all. Bind. Go catch them. Go catch them, evil spirits, and bind them. Tie them up. Verse 8. And the chief of the spirit, Mastama, came and said, Yahweh, Creator, let some of them remain before me, and let them listen to my voice, and do all that I shall say unto them. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men. The power of my will on the sons of men. The power of my will on the sons of men. The power of my will on the sons of men. On the power of my will on the sons of men. The power of my will on the sons of men. I shall not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men. This is Mastama talking. He was the chief of the spirits. And this spirit, this Mastama, was begging the Most High. He was begging the Most High not to lock up all the evil spirits. He was begging the Most High not to lock up all the evil spirits. Yahweh, Creator, let some of them remain before me. Let them listen to my voice and do all that I shall say to them. For if some of them, some of who? Some of the evil spirits, some of the demons, some of the demons. Here you have an angel begging the Most High, please don't lock up all the demons. If you lock up all these demons, oh my goodness, I really wish that you guys will understand what we're reading here. This is deep. This is deep. What we are reading right now is deep. This is deep. This is not information for regular people. This is deep information. This explains what you're seeing today. This is why Paul told you that we are not under the law. This is why Paul told you about obeying the law. We are not under the law, but Paul was not talking about the law of God. He wasn't. This is deep. What we are reading right now is very, very deep. Here is an angel begging the Most High not to lock up all the demons. These demons was running loose, attacking and deceiving and destroying the sons of Noah. The grandchildren of Noah was being deceived, was being made to make wrong decisions, and they were dying as a result of that. And they came back to Noah and complained to Noah, and Noah prayed to the Most High, and the Most High decided to lock up all the demons, to lock them up, to stop the attack. Then you have another angel that came and pleaded with the Most High, please don't lock all of them up. Give me some of the demons. Put them under me. Because if you lock up all the demons, then I will no longer be able to make the sons of men to do what I want. I shall not be able to execute the power of my will of the sons of men. For these are for corruptions and leading astray before my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. So for all the men who don't want to obey the laws and the commandments, they will have these angels to deal with. And these angels will help you to make the wrong choices, to help you to do things that will destroy you. But they will not have power over the sons of the Most High. Over the children of the Most High, they will have no power. That is why you see, when you look at the life of a man who doesn't keep the law, look at his life. His life is all about lies, fornication, adultery, greed, enjoyment of everything ungodly, enjoyment of everything against God. Any man that doesn't obey the Most High, what happens to them? They get to enjoy temporary all kinds of sin, because they do not obey the Most High. So this mastama, this spirit will have control over them. You want to enjoy yourself, go ahead, knock yourself out, but it only happens temporary. That is what he's trying to tell you here. For these are for corruption and leading astray for my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. Verse 9. And he said, let the 10th part of them remain before me, and let 9 part descend into the place of condemnation. And none of us, and one of us he commanded that we should teach Noah all their medicine, for he knew that they will not walk in uprightness, nor strive in righteousness. So the Most High told one of the angels to teach Noah about medicine, like herbal medicine, for he knew that they will not walk in uprightness, nor strive for righteousness. When you walk in uprightness, when you strive for righteousness, you are less likely to become sick. We are sick because of the way we were conceived and born. We're born in sin. Our father was eating junk food, drinking all this rubbish, and smoking rubbish and drinking rubbish. Same thing with our mother. So these are the reasons why we get sick. That is what the Most High, what the angel is saying here. That's why we even need medicine. We don't even need medicine. We don't need medicine if we will live an upright life. and righteous life, then we will eat the right food. There will not be any need for medicine. But the Most High, because of his love and his mercy, he realized that we're not going to live an upright life and righteous life. So he gave us medicine, natural medicine, which has been changed today by the Europeans. And we did according to all his words. All the malignant evil ones, we bound in the place of condemnation, and a tenth part of them we left that they might be subject before Satan on the earth. So the Most High is the one that allows demons to stay with Satan here on earth. Their job is to tempt us. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I really wish you will understand this. I really wish you will understand this. When I keep screaming and shouting about the Europeans, you guys don't understand why I'm screaming and shouting. These are the demons here. Who is making that clip up for you? Who makes that shaving stick? Who is making the shaving stick? Who gave us Christianity? Who gave us everything anti-God? Everything against the law of the Most High? These are the seed of Satan. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you might just be thinking that, oh, this man just hates white people. This is horrible. How can you lump all of them the same? How can you say that they're all the same? How can you hate them like that? How can you speak against them like that? You don't understand. I really wish you well. I really wish your eyes will open. We actually live on earth here with Satan. Satan lives here in the world. But he's a spirit. You cannot see him, but you can see his demons. The demons that has been left to be under him. That's the Europeans. That's why everything about them is lawlessness. If the Most High says do this, they promote that. If the Most High says that do that, they promote this. These are demons. That is what you are witnessing. Like the Most High destroyed the other demons, the Most High will destroy them too. Some of you may not understand. Let me give you an example. In the book of Judges, Judges chapter 6. In the book of Judges, when Gideon met an angel, that angel was not walking around. That angel was not like flying around with wings. That angel was not flying around with wings. That angel has a walking stick. That angel had a beard. That angel was wearing clothes, which is the reason why Gideon did not believe that he was an angel. I am talking about Judges chapter 6. Please read that chapter. Read Judges chapter 6. You will see that Gideon did not know that the person he was talking with was an angel, because that angel looked like everyone else. That angel had a beard. That angel had a walking stick. That angel was wearing a cloth. And Gideon did not believe that he was an angel because he looked like everyone else. The Europeans are demons. I don't know how else to explain this. What we are experiencing right now is exactly what happened during the time of Noah. That is why it's important for us to run to the law. To the law. The law is the word of the Most High. That is our only solution. That is our only solution. I am using Judges chapter 6 to give you an example. If the angel of the Most High can come down here on earth and look like a human being to the point that Gideon did not believe that that was an angel, what makes you think that these demons, they will look any kind of different? Because if you see them and they look like a normal person, when you see that degenerate Joe Biden, when you see this degenerate Bill Gates, when you see this degenerate, and I'm telling you that they are demons, you think I'm crazy. How can they be demons if they have human flesh, if they have flesh and blood, if they have eyes and nose? Brother, why are you calling them demon? They look like human beings. Okay, the angel in Judges chapter 6, didn't he look like a human being? The angel in Judges chapter 6, did he not look like a human being? And yet he was an angel. The angel in the book of Tobit, didn't he look like a human being? To the point that they were interacting with him. He dealt with this family. They never knew that he was an angel until he told them. That means that an angel can be talking to you. You can hug an angel. An angel can deal with you, talk with you, laugh with you, cry with you, and you will never know. You will never know that he's an angel. You will never know. This is what Paul was telling, or what the Bible was telling you in Hebrews chapter 13. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1 and 2. 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 He tells you to be careful. When you deal with people, be very careful, because you never know when you're going to entertain an angel. Why will he warn you to be careful? Because you can deal with an angel and you won't even realize it. You will not even realize that you're dealing with an angel. You will not even realize it. He's not going to tell you to be careful when you deal with people. He's not going to tell you that if angels have wings, they have a baby face and a wing. No, when angel comes down here, they have a beard. They look like men. They have beards, and you will never know until they tell you. It's the same thing, my brothers and sisters. These people are demons. Who else is going around the world and doing what they're doing? Who else is as active as they are? Who else is as destructive as they are? Didn't you see Jubilees chapter 10 that I'm showing you? Didn't you see that those demons were destructive? Those demons you read in Jubilees chapter 10, were they not deceiving the sons of Noah? Were they not leading them astray? Were they not making them to do things that are destructive for them? Just like today. Same thing is happening today. Same thing. These are demons. So just like Noah, we have to run to the Most High. As you can see, the sons of Noah were helpless. Left alone with those demons, the sons of Noah were helpless. Left alone with those demons, the sons of Noah was helpless. That's why they turned to their father, and their father turned to the Most High. Noah turned to the Most High, and he prayed to the Most High, and the Most High listened. He listened. Most of the demons were bound up and locked up. Some of them was left and given to Satan. And here we are today. Satan is the spirit, the one that you cannot see with your eyes. The Europeans are the demons, the ones you can see with your eyes. This is being explained in a way that a little child can understand. If you don't understand it, then it's not meant for you. What do we learn from this situation with Noah and his sons and the demons? What do we learn? The Most High is the only solution. Left alone with these demons, we have no chance. We have no chance. That is why my only hope is on the Most High. And I know if I don't keep his laws, I'm wasting my time. If I do not keep the laws of God, he will not listen to me. Then the demons will really destroy me. Who is the one that have taught us that we don't have to keep the law? Who brought that thing into the world? It's the Europeans. And keeping the law is the only way that the Most High is going to listen to us. So this is the scripture that comes close. Now, I have to show you this scripture because I have to go based on the question that the brother asked. So I have to add in this scripture also in the book of 2nd Esdras. This is actually a prophecy. So that you can understand that the law is the only solution. There is no other solution. Nobody can save us. Nobody can help us until we go back to the law and start keeping the laws and the commandments. So I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 15.
Brother, may I?
I don't think I'm on Google anymore. I think I'm on Bing or something.
Brother, angel only comes in a description of a man, right? Like a human angel will be only in a description of a man. Is that correct?
Yes, they do, sister. Not all the time, though. Depends on the mission. There are missions that they come and you can't even see them. For example, 2nd Chronicles chapter 18 from verse 18. 2nd Chronicles chapter 18 so they don't always come as a man. 2nd Chronicles chapter 18 from verse 18. If you look at what happened there, you see that according to 2nd Chronicles chapter 18 from verse 18, when the Most High asked the question, who is going to go to deceive the sons of who was going to go to deceive the sons of to deceive Ahab? If you look at that, you will see that when they had that meeting in heaven and a spirit volunteered himself and said that he was going to come down, a spirit said that he was going to come down to deceive the prophets of Ahab. The Most High said, okay, go. So when the spirit came and became a lying spirit to the prophets of Ahab, when that happened, that means that you will not be able to see that particular spirit or those angels, that spirit that came down. So it depends on the mission. There are missions that they come, you will not see them. They don't need to come out. Like you can't see them with your naked eyes. So for example, when David counted our ancestors, when David did that census, when David did the census that he did, and the Most High sent out an angel who was holding out a sword and was killing Israelites, you wouldn't be able to see that angel, but you're going to see the dead bodies. People are going to be dying, and then we'll call it heart attacks, or we'll call it a virus, probably call it a virus or something, call it coronavirus or something. But that's with our own little understanding. So based on our own little human understanding, we will find a name to give that particular thing that the Most High is doing. We can call it a virus, but the Most High, the angels are doing it, but you will not be able to see those angels. So it depends on the mission. Some mission, they do come out as a human being. Some mission, they do come out in the spirit, which you will not be able to see them. So right now, you and I live right here in this world with Satan. Satan resides in this world, but you cannot see him. Just like you and I live here with the wind, the air, but you cannot see the air. You will not be able to see the wind. Doesn't matter what you do, you will never be able to see it. But the air is blowing. When you turn on your air conditioner, it's coming out. When you turn on your fan, it's blowing. But you can never see it with your eyes. So there are certain things that we're not allowed to see. One of those things is the wind. You and I are not allowed to see the wind. Just like we cannot see the spirit. We can't. When somebody dies, their spirit will leave their body. Their spirit will leave their body, but you cannot see it. Same thing with your phone. Your phone is connected to the phone company, but you cannot see it. Just like in the past. In the past, you had wire. A wire that will go from the phone companies to the telephone pole, from the telephone pole to your house, from your house to your phone, from your phone to the handheld, the one that you hold on the handheld, then you put that on your ear. It's all wired all the way. From your house to the telephone pole, from telephone pole to the phone company. But now we have wireless. Your phone is still connected to the phone company, but there's no wire. You're not allowed to see. We are not allowed to see those frequencies, those radio waves. We cannot see that thing with our eyes. Just like sound. There are some sound that we cannot hear. There are some sound that our ear cannot hear. We have to use external instrument to be able to hear those sounds. There are some things we cannot see with our naked eyes. We have to use certain instrument to be able to see it. Same thing with the spirit. Same thing with Bluetooth. When you use a Bluetooth, your Bluetooth is connected to whatever you connected it to. It's connected, but you cannot see that connection. But the connection is there. So it's the same thing. If you don't pay your phone bill, they disconnect your phone. But nobody comes to your house and knocks at your door and then take your phone and turn off your phone. No. Your phone is automatically turned off. The service is cut off. When you pay them, they turn it back on. These are all spiritual things that we don't even understand. The Most High put these things in place. It's the same thing. When we die, when I die, my spirit will leave me. But you're not going to see that spirit, just like you cannot see the wind. So going back to the angels, it depends on the mission. But when they do come, all the accounts we've seen, they come as men. If they have a mission they have to come to, they come as men. Or they come as spirit, which in that case, you will not be able to see them. You will not be able to see them at all. So they either come as men or they come as spirit. That's how they appear. That is why we are warned to be careful, because you never know when you're going to interact with an angel. So another example is those people that came to Lot. If you remember, there's those Sodomites. Those Sodomites were trying to have sex with them. Why will they be trying to have sex with them? Because those two men, those angels, look like a regular human being. If they had wings, those Sodomites wouldn't want to have sex with them. Those are Sodomites. Remember, they wanted to have sex with men. If those angels were women, they will not be able to want to do that, because if you remember that Lot offered them his daughter, his virgin daughter, they said no, that they want those men because those angels look like a regular human being. Same thing with Abraham. When the angel visited Abraham, if you remember, Sarah laughed. Sarah was inside while while uh, uh, eventually when they say that she was going to become pregnant, she started giggling. She started laughing because she thought it was a joke. She thought it was a joke that anybody would say that she was going to get pregnant at her old age. She didn't believe it. So most of the time when the angel appear, they appear like men in form of a man. They look like a man, except when they are coming on a covert mission where they don't have to show themselves. Then in that case, you will not be able to see them. So what we're witnessing right now is that we're actually dealing with the demons. We are literally dealing with demons. Another example I'll give you is in the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch, chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10. If you read the book of Enoch, you see the angels that came down here on earth that had sex with those women. Those were not fairy tales. That was actually real. But if you don't understand the nature of angels, you would think that that was a fairy tale. No, those angels had flesh and blood. They looked like a human being. Eventually, they started lusting after those women and had sex with them and impregnated them. That actually happened. They also taught the men how to make weapons of war. They also taught those women how to make how to put on makeups, how to make up their face and add stuff to their eyebrows. That's where that came from. That was the very first time women's makeup was taught. It came from those angels. The Most High destroyed those angels and their children. That was one of the things that triggered the flood, because what happened there was not supposed to happen. Angels were not supposed to have sex with human beings. So that's how we ended up to where we are today with having the flood. That was one of the trigger, because the Most High had to destroy everything because human race has been corrupted. So all these examples I gave you, when they do come down, like for example, Christ, see how Christ was walking around? Anybody that sees him, he looks like a human being. But he was basically an angel, like a spirit, just like any other angel. The difference between him and the other angels is that he was the first created one. Christ was the first created. So they do have hierarchy. They do have different levels in heaven. Christ was is number one. Christ is the first created one. The very first that the Most High created was Christ. So that's what sets him apart from all the other angels. But notice that when he came to here on earth, he took on that human flesh. He carried out his mission, and then he left. All right. So I wanted to show you Jubilees chapter 15, or Jubilees chapter 15 from verse 22, to add into
Thank you, brother.
what we're dealing. All praises, sister, all praises. So I wanted to add in Jubilees chapter 2nd Esdras chapter 15 from verse 22, based on the question that the brother had asked as to the scriptures of prophecy that relates to what we're going through today. It was very important for me to point out the demons. The Europeans are the demons. Now I understand that that's something that will make people uncomfortable. I understand that it's kind of racist, or it can be called a racist, idea, or a hateful idea, whatever you want to call it. That's your problem. But you can either bury your head in the sand, or you can accept reality. No other people have been as destructive as the Europeans. No other people has been as anti-law, anti-God as the Europeans. No other people is leading the world astray as the Europeans. They have been nothing but destructive in this planet. And what I'm trying to show you here is that they are the demons. The spirit that they are under, you cannot see the spirit. That spirit is Satan. That spirit gave them his power, as you see in Revelation chapter 13. They are the beast. Satan gave them his power. Revelation chapter 13. So you need to understand this in order to understand what's really going on in the world. And then realize that your only hope is in the Most High. If the Most High does not save you, nobody can save you from the hands of these demons. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 from verse 22. 2nd Esdras 15:22. My right hand will not spare the sinners, and my sword will not cease from those who shed innocent blood on earth. And a fire went forth from his wrath and consumed the foundations of the earth and the sinners like burnt straw. This is a parable of what the Most High will do. Parable. In this verse 23 is a parable. A fire went forth from his wrath and consumed the foundations of the earth and the sinners burnt like straw. Alas for those who sin and do not observe my commandment. Alas for those who sin. Woe unto those who sin and do not observe my commandment, says the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh, the I am that I am. This is what the Most High is saying. Woe unto those. Woe unto those. You are in trouble. That's what that means. You are in trouble. All those that refuse to keep my commandments are in trouble. Verse 25. I will not spare them. I will not spare them. Depart, you faithless children. Do not pollute my sanctuary. For Elohim knows all who sin against him. Therefore, he will hand them over to death and slaughter. Death and slaughter. Already calamity have come upon the whole earth, and you shall remain in them. Elohim will not deliver you, because you have sinned against him. So that's why the Most High allowed them to be around. That's why these demons are here. The Most High is the one that allowed them to stay. Don't forget that when Noah prayed that prayer, when Noah prayed the prayer, Satan intervened, and Satan pleaded with the Most High. Mastama pleaded with the Most High to please not destroy all the demons. Don't lock all of them up. Please give me some of them and put them under me so I can use them. So the job of Satan is to be here and tempting us, to tempt us all day, all night, all day, all night. That's why they're here. They're here to distract us from the law. You want some money? Here's some money. They are here to distract us from the law of the Most High. They're here to distract us and to lead us astray, away from the law, to keep us busy doing everything but the law, busy chasing everything but the law. That's why they're here, to bombard us with information, distracting us from the law. These are demons. And their father, their master is Satan. Don't be naive. Don't think that evil spirit and demons only come, flying in the sky with wings and sword. No, no, no. Europeans are demons. Their master is Satan. Their mission is simple: to distract us from the law, to distract us from the laws of God, to distract us from the laws of God, using everything imaginable, using their so-called education, using their religion, Christianity, using their economic system, using their media. So when I keep shouting and screaming and shouting against their education, you may not understand why I speak against their education. The Most High is the one that allowed them to stay. The Most High is the one that allowed them to do this. The Most High is the one that gave them to Satan. The Most High is the one that allowed Satan to rule over them and use them to do this. You and I are the target. We either focus on keeping the law and minding our business and living our little life, or we abandon the law and go after them and follow them so we can enjoy this life. At the end of the day, it's all vanity. Vanity upon vanity. On that day, we will stand in front of the Most High. How did you keep the law? Our mouth will be open. Did you keep my Sabbath? Our mouth is open. You lied. Our mouth is open. Did you observe clean and unclean food laws? Our mouth is open. This is the nature and the future of most of us. We're busy chasing after rubbish, nonsense, garbage, useless things. We spend our life gathering all this stuff only to leave it and go. What's the point? What is the point? The job of the demons is to distract us. And it's all over. It's everywhere. When you want to watch a video on YouTube, they keep bombarding you with videos. And then they want you to believe that, oh yeah, this video is just here for advertisement. You know, we have to make money. In order to show you video, in order to run YouTube, we have to make money. That's not true. They're not showing you that video because of money. They're showing you that video to distract you, to keep you on the edge. Always wanting more. More, more, more. You need this. You have to have this. You need this. Get this. You can have this. Do you have this? You have to have it. You need it. Do you have it? You have to have it. Look at this. You need to have this. Why don't you have this? You need to own this. This person has this. Why don't you have it? You need to have this. It's all about materialism. You're dealing with demons. You're literally dealing with demons. These are demons. This is what the Most High wants you to know. They don't preach this stuff in the church. Most people don't understand this. I would like most people to understand it. I would like most preachers to preach it. Because you can never win a war when you don't even know who your enemy is. We should just stay away from everything. Stay away from whatever they have to offer us. Stay away. They're here to distract us, to lead us astray. Didn't you see that in the book of Jubilees chapter 10? Did you not see that? What those demons were doing to the sons of Noah. They were leading them astray. They were leading them astray and making them to err. When they make them to err, the sons of Noah was doing things that are destroying them. So the solution is the law of the Most High. That is the only way we're going to have his protection. Because nobody can save us from this. Nobody can save us from this. Who can save us? Who can save us from the hands of the demons? Who can save us from the hands of Satan? It's too big for us. It's too big. This is too big. You and I cannot do this. We cannot do this. We don't even understand it. We don't even know what is going on. We're thinking that, oh yeah, God created everybody. We're all the same. Yeah, they just happen to become heathens. You know, they just happen to not keep the law. Yeah, they are fine. No, they are not. They are demons. They're here to distract you from the laws of God. We should embrace the laws of the Most High. Hold it tight. That's our only protection. That's our body armor. The laws of God is our body armor. And the demons will just turn their backs on you. Because there's plenty of people in this world. Once you embrace the laws of God, and you love the laws of God, and you keep the laws of God, that you become a real, honest child of God, a practicing child of God, practical. Satan and his people will just leave you alone and move on. They are here to deal with those who don't want to keep the law. Didn't you hear what Satan said? Let me read that again. Let me read that again. It was Satan that intervened. Mastama intervened, pleading with the Most High not to destroy all the demons, to leave some of them, or not to lock them up, all of them, to leave some of them for him, to walk with him. It was the Most High that allowed Satan to be kicked out, to be here in this earth. Satan is here on a mission. His mission is to tempt us. The Most High says, dress moderately. Satan and his people, the demons, will go and design clothes that is against what the Most High wants us to wear. And then they start advertising it. Oh, here is the woman's trouser. Woman's trouser. Oh, here is makeup. Oh, here is a clipper to shave off all your beards. Boyfriend, girlfriend, dating. Red Lobster. During their so-called Thanksgiving, turkey. You have to understand the mission of Satan. Satan's mission is to distract us from the law. From the law. That is his mission. Let me show you what the Most High told Cain in the book of Genesis. Let's see what the Most High told Cain. Let's see Genesis chapter 4. This is what the Most High told Cain. And I'm showing you this so that you can know that from the beginning, the Most High already know what Satan is going to be doing. The assignment that the Most High, will give to Satan. The Most High already has an assignment for Satan. That assignment was the assignment that Satan came to do in the Garden of Eden. Same thing he did to Adam and Eve. That's exactly the same thing he will continue to do to you, continue to do to me. He did it to Adam and Eve, and then he did it to their son, Cain. He did it to Adam and Eve, and also did it to their son, Cain, their first son, Cain. He did it to him. And he will continue to do it. He's been doing it. He's still doing it. He is still doing it. And today, the Europeans are his agent. They are the demons. And I have shown you scripture where Satan requested to have those demons to help him to achieve his goal. Let's see what the Most High said here. This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 6 and 7. Genesis chapter 4, verse 6 and 7. Genesis chapter 4, verse 6 and 7. This is after Cain had killed his brother. The Most High said to him, so Yahweh said to Cain, why are you angry? And why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? If you do not do well, sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you, but you shall rule over it. What I wanted you to see here, what I want you to see here is that this was when they offered the offering, when they offered the offering, and Abel's offering was accepted. As you can see, Genesis chapter 4, Cain murders Abel. Cain kills Abel. Genesis chapter 4. So after they offered their offering, Abel brought his own offering and it was accepted. Cain brought his own and the Most High did not accept it. So Cain became angry and eventually killed his brother. The Most High said to him, why are you so angry? Why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? If you do not do well, sin lies at your door. So what I want you to see here is that the Most High said to Cain that sin lies at his door. Sin lies at his door. And its desire is for you, but you shall rule over it. Sin will always knock at our door. Sin will always knock at our door. Every day, every night, every day, every night. Especially in this generation, temptation everywhere, lawlessness everywhere, filth everywhere, godliness or ungodliness everywhere. The Most High was telling Cain that sin will always knock at your door. You know, like how Eve was sitting over there in the Garden of Eden and then Satan came. That was sin knocking at the door. We will always have the urge to commit adultery. We will always have the urge to commit sexual sin. We will always have the urge to commit these sins. The urge will always be there. We can never run away from that urge. The urge to lie, the urge to steal, the urge to deceive. It will always be there no matter what. That was the urge that David fell for. King David, he fell for that urge. And you saw what happened. Despite being chosen by the Most High, despite being the king of Israel, despite having all these women that he had, despite the ability to have any young woman he wanted in the land of Israel and beyond, he could have gotten any virgin he wanted in the land of Israel and beyond the land of Israel. And yet, he ended up committing sin with somebody's wife. That was sin knocking at his door. Sin has been knocking. It will continue to knock, and it will be knocking. It will always knock at your door. It will always knock at my door. The Most High made it this way. It is our responsibility to resist the sin. We have to resist it. How do we resist sin? By sticking to his law, by keeping his law. The Most High is the one that put the Europeans here. They are the demons that are put under Satan. They are doing exactly the work they're supposed to do, to distract us from the law, to knock on our door all the time, to always knock at our door, always offering us something that will distract us from the law. So if you come back to what the angel was requesting from the Most High, he made a request, and his request was granted. The request of that angel was granted by the Most High. Because if you remember that after he had prayed, after Noah had prayed, after that prayer, what Noah was asking was basically a total destruction of those demons. The Most High would have granted that request, but the angel, Mastama, intervened. He quickly spoke up, begging the Most High to please not to destroy all the demons, not to lock them up. Let me continue from verse 6. Jubilees chapter 10 from verse 6. Jubilees chapter 10 from verse 6. And let them not rule over the spirit of the living, for you alone can exercise dominion over them. And let them not have power over the sons of the righteous from henceforth and forever. So after Noah had finished praying, verse 7, Jubilees 10:7. Jubilees 10:7. And Yahweh, our sovereign ruler, bade us to bind them all. Who is us? The angels. Was told to bind those demons. Bind them. As soon as the Most High told the angels to bind these demons, this particular spirit spoke up immediately and intervened and started pleading with the Most High. He started begging the Most High. It says, and the chief of the spirits, Mastama, came and said, Yahweh, Creator, let some of them remain before me. Some of who? Who is he talking about? The demons. Let some of them remain before me, and let them listen to my voice, and do all that I shall say to them. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute the power of my will. Power of my will. You should be asking yourself, who is this angel that want to execute the power of his will? You should ask yourself, why will an angel be asking the Creator for something and talking about executing the power of his will? That makes no sense if you think about it and you don't understand it. Here you have an angel called Mastama, a spirit telling the Creator, please don't destroy all the demons. Allow some of the demons to be under me. Let them listen to me. Because if you lock up all these demons, then I, the spirit, I, Mastama, will not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men, on human beings. I want to execute my will. I want human beings to do what I want against what you want them to do. His job is to tempt us to go against what the Most High wants us to do. Our job is to resist and say no. Thank you very much. No, but thank you. Luke chapter 4. That was exactly what he came to do to Yeshua. Oh, do this and I will do this for you. Oh, if you're this, do this. Why don't you do this? Do this, do this. Yeshua was like, no. Thank you. I'm not interested. If you go to school and get a degree, then you have this. If you do this, then you will have this. If you dress sexy, then you will get a good man. If you expose your body, you get a good man. If you do this, then you will do this. If you do this, then you will get this. We should be saying to them, no, thank you very much. I'm cool. I'll just, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm satisfied with the way that the Most High wants me to be. This angel is talking about executing his power over the sons of men, human beings. And he's saying that if the Most High locks up all the demons, he will not be able to do it. Who is making you shaving stick today? Who is giving you women trouser? Who is giving you, who gave you Christianity? Who is giving us all this lawlessness? All this abomination? That's exactly what he basically was talking about. That if you destroy all the demons, then he will not be able to do it. So all you have to do is to look at who is doing all these things that are contrary to the law. They are the demons working for Satan. Like it says in Revelation chapter 13 verse 2. That Satan gave his power and his authority. Satan gave his power and authority to the beast. And his throne. That's why they control the world. Their job is very simple. Distract. If you look at all the abomination, the filth and abomination that has spread around the world, check and see where it's coming out from. About 3, 4, 5 days ago, I saw a video, an interview that was done to British ambassador to Nigeria. And she was talking about how they are pressuring the Nigerian government. I think they wanted the Nigerian government to use about 2% of their budget to put that on girls' education, on education. I think it's about girls' education or something like that. You ask yourself, wait a minute, wait. Why will a British government be pressuring an African government to do something? Why? Because they are the demons. These are the seed of Satan. They are nothing but death and destruction. These are not the people of the Most High. These are people of Satan. And their action proves it. I know that what I'm saying is very unpopular. I know what I'm saying is not pleasant. What I'm saying is it's not comfortable. It's not comforting at all. Some people might characterize it as racism or hate speech or hatred. Oh, you hate white people. Somebody has to explain this. Somebody has to describe it. You can't look at their actions and tell me that what I'm saying is wrong. You can't tell me that other nations are doing that too. Who? The Asians, the Arabs, the Latinos, the Africans? Who? Who is doing it too? So this is what the request that he was making, that all of them be not locked up in a place of condemnation, that some of them should be left for him, to be under him, so that he can do what? For these are for corruption and leading astray. For these are for corruption and leading astray before my judgment. Yeah, here to corrupt. And the modern day demons, the ones we're reading about, I'm not telling you that these are the Europeans over here. No, I'm not telling you that the Europeans was the ones who were deceiving the sons of Noah. No. I never said that the Europeans was the ones who were deceiving the sons of Noah. No. It wasn't the Europeans. It was it wasn't. I'm telling you that just like it was back then, just like that it is today. It's the same thing. And you see their responsibility. It's the same thing. To lead you astray, to make you to err from the way that the Messiah wants you to walk, and then to make you to do things that are destructive for your health and for you and for your salvation. For these are for corruption. They're here to corrupt. They come into a country, an innocent country, quiet country, natural country. They come in there, they start corrupting. They bring in all kinds of vile things that they carry with them along. Their religion, Christianity, their way of life, their whoredom, their whorish behavior. They bring it in and they corrupt the whole place. Everywhere they go is nothing but corruption. Corruption of the food system, corruption of your mind, corruption, everything corruption. To lead astray. To lead astray. Before whose judgment? Before his judgment. Master's judgment. The chief of the spirits. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. This is why the Most High gave us Satan. You don't want to keep my law? Oh, really? Okay. I'm going to cast him out, and you will dwell with him. For great is our wickedness. Anybody who is wise should stick to the law. If you stick to the law, they will leave you alone and go look for other people. I give the Most High all the glory and all the honor. At the end of the day, when all is said and done, it's all about the law. Please don't play with the law. The evil one wants you to play with the law. The evil one wants you to play with the law. The evil one wants you to forget the law. The evil one wants you to be busy. So when I keep screaming, when I keep shouting against education, once they get hold of your children are gone. They are gone. Spiritually, they are gone. They are distracted. They can no longer keep the law. Listen, my brother that asked the question. These are scriptures I can give you for now. There are scriptures that talked about future prophecies. But I had to show you this one that shows what happened in the past. When you scroll up to chapter 11, you see what happened under Abraham. Same thing. I think I have to show you that since we are already here. Let me show you this real quick in chapter 11. The book of Jubilees, chapter 11. So you can see that this is not, this is something that is, it's definitely something that we have to take very seriously. We have to take it very, very seriously. This is not a joke. Especially now they are now on offensive. They are now taking it really, really far. They're taking the attack on a different level right now. So I want to see if I can show you Jubilees chapter 11 to show you what happened during the time of Abraham. You can see that is also in a way similar to what we are experiencing today. Okay, so I want to show you this. So let me start from verse 15. Jubilees chapter 11, 15. Jubilees chapter 11, verse 15. Jubilees chapter 11, verse 15. From verse 15. And in the 7th year of this week, she bare him a son, and he called his name Abram, by the name of the father of his mother, for he had died before his daughter had conceived a son. This is how we give names as Hebrews. That's how we give names as Hebrews. Okay? That's how we give name. We give names based on our situation. When a loved one dies, you take the name and you give that name to your child or something. Verse 16. Jubilees chapter 11, 16. And the child began to understand the errors of the earth, that all went astray after graven images and after uncleanness, and his father taught him writing. Okay, I want to stop here real quick. My brothers and sisters, what does the Bible say his father taught him? If you know, open your mic and tell me what you see. What did his father taught him?
I believe the father must have taught him to keep the law.
It says in verse 16, Jubilees 11:16. Jubilees 11:16. And the child began to understand the errors of the earth, that all went astray after graven image and after uncleanness. And his father taught him writing. Writing. Now, let me finish the verse actually. And he was 2 weeks of years old, and he separated himself from his father, that he might not worship idols with him. So, brother, no, according to this verse, he left his father because he didn't want to learn idol worship from his father. He separated from his father because he did not want to learn idol worship. That was the reason why he separated.
Brother, his father taught him how to read and write, educated him.
Exactly. His father taught him how to read and write because that's the way it used to be done. Same thing with Enoch. Same thing with Jacob. Their father taught them how to read and write. It's right here. You're looking at this. His father taught him writing. That is the way it used to be done. So this whole new idea that we have to send the children for a stranger to teach them, this is new. This is new, and it has devastating consequences. Now, you do realize what has been happening right now? Do you realize that they're bribing kids to get vaccinated right now in schools? They're bribing kids. I saw a video. I don't think I shared that video with you, but I saw a video. I'm not exactly sure which state that was, but there was a particular state where they brought in the military, and they went and set up a canopy. You see people in military uniform. Somebody was across just videoing this thing. They were having these kids come out of the school and get vaccinated. They are changing their rules and now making kids to decide. That's basically what they're trying to do. And then they will offer them things. There was a particular video where they're going around, they're going to McDonald's, and they say, if you get vaccinated, we'll buy you a McDonald's. I saw a video like that. If you get vaccinated, we'll buy you food. They are offering prisoners. If you get vaccinated, we'll let you out of jail. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm not making this up. Is it in Michigan or something? One of those states that if you get vaccinated, we reduce the prison sentence. Now, why would they be this desperate? This is what you have to ask yourself. Why? What's going on? Why? Why are they doing this? To the point that you're offering criminals that if they get your chemical, you just think about that. They are now going. They're focusing on kids now. They are focusing on kids. They have now turned their attention on kids right now. Within the past 2 days, their so-called CDC said that kids have to wear masks. For months, they say, oh no, kids don't have to wear masks. Kids don't have to wear masks. Now they have to. And now for anybody who is sending their children to school, keep in mind that in that school you're sending them, they are going to inject these kids. They will inject them. They will inject them. They're very desperate. And the more desperate they are, the more suspicious it should become. Why are they doing it like this? Why are they so desperate? Why? Why are they so eager to get this thing inside everybody? So again, I stopped a little bit here because of what you see. I have been telling you this, that our ancestors was educated by their families, their fathers. Okay, look at Jubilees chapter 16, chapter 10, sorry, verse 16. The book of Jubilees chapter 10 is telling you about chapter 11, sorry. Jubilees chapter 10, chapter 11, we read chapter 10 already. We read chapter 10 already. I am on chapter 11 from verse 16. Jubilees chapter 11 from verse 16. Why do you think this was added here for you and for me? It's telling you about Abraham. Why do you think they added to tell us who educated him? Tells us that his father taught him taught him writing. His father taught him how to write. So when I keep screaming and shouting, you may not understand what I'm talking about. Now you're going to understand the danger of your kids going to that school. We already know about all the abomination that goes on there. Offering kids. I had a woman talk about how disgusting it was that they're offering kids ice cream. I think she's in Canada. Yeah, she's in Canada. She's a nurse. She had to quit her job because if she doesn't quit, they will fire her. She saw what was going on and she decided that she would start speaking against vaccine. So she had to retire because if she doesn't retire, they will fire her. So she retired so she can speak against it. And she talked about how they are offering kids ice creams. They're offering kids stuff like that. But anyway, so the reason why I brought you to this chapter was still reading about about Abraham in Jubilees chapter 11 from verse 16. Jubilees 11 from verse 16. And the child began to understand the errors of the earth, and that all went astray after graven image and after uncleanliness. And his father taught him writing, and he was 2 weeks of years old. This is telling you the year. This is the year. So, which was basically 1,890. And he separated himself from his father, that he might not worship idols with him, because his father was an idol worshiper. And he began to pray to the creator of all things, that he might save him from the errors of the children of men. So Abraham was praying to the creator that the creator might save him from the errors of the children of men. The errors of the children of men. We need the Most High to save us from the errors of the children of men. And that's why he gave us the law. All I have to do is to keep his laws, and I will be fine. As long as I'm walking by his law, I am walking by his will. It's that simple. Because his word, his law, tells me, dress this way, eat this way, worship this way, raise your children this way, treat your parents this way. This is what you have to do. If we follow that law, we will be fine. And we will not be walking in the errors of men. After uncleanness and vileness. And he began to pray to the creator of all things, that he might save him, save Abraham, save him, Abraham, from errors of the children of men, and that his portion should not fall into error after uncleanness and vileness. And the seed time came for the sowing of seed upon the land, and they all went forth together to protect their seed against ravens. And Abram went forth with those that went, and the child was a lad of 14 years. Verse 19. And a cloud of ravens came to devour the seed, and Abram ran to meet them before they settled on the ground, and cried to them before they settled on the ground to devour the seed, and said, descend not, return to the place where you came. And they proceeded to turn back. And he caused the cloud of ravens to turn back that day 7 times. So these birds that we call ravens, the black birds, that black bird that we call ravens, was coming to destroy the crops. You know, when you plant your seed, you don't want birds to come and start eating those seed. Because if birds come and start eating the seed, then you have a problem. Your seed will never grow. If you put seed on the ground, if you put seed like apple seed, crops, if you put seed on the ground and the birds come and start eating those seeds, you are in trouble. The seed will never grow. So whenever people will plant their seed, these birds will come and begin to eat the seed. And Abraham made them to go away before they could descend on those farms. Abraham made them to go away. Let's continue reading. And all of the ravens throughout all the land where Abram was there settled, was there settled there, not so much as one. So none of the ravens, none of the birds came to eat the seed. And when you have these birds eating your seed, you're going to have famine. You're going to die of hunger because you will not be able to grow the food during the season that you're supposed to grow the food. Verse 21, and all who were with him throughout all the land saw saw him cry out, and all the ravens turned back, and his name became great in all the land of the Chaldees. Verse 22, that was actually around Iraq today, modern day Iraq. Verse 22, and because that's where Babylon was, you know, the ancient Babylon. And you can Google pictures of ancient Babylon, and you will see where ancient Babylon was. That's very close to Iraq, and that's the area that Abraham was living. Verse 22, and there came to him this year all those who wished to sow, and he went with them until the time of the sowing ceased, and they sowed their land, and that year they brought enough grain home and eat and were satisfied. And in the first year of the 15th week, Abram taught those who made implement of oxen, the artifice, what is this? The artificers in wood, and they made a vessel above the ground, facing the frame of the plow, in order to put the seed therein. And the seed fell down there from upon the shear of the plow, and was hidden in the earth, and they no longer feared the ravens. And after this manner they made vessel above the ground on all the frames of the plows, and they sowed and tilled all the land according as Abram commanded them, and they no longer feared the birds. So why am I reading this? The reason why I'm reading this is because these people was being attacked by these birds. These birds will come and eat their seeds. And again, if you are a farmer and you plant your food and birds will come and eat the seed, that means that you don't have any seed that will grow. So they basically seek the help of Abraham, because Abraham was a righteous man. Abraham was able to issue command to these birds, and they flew away. So because Abraham was the commandment keeper, Abraham was obeying the Most High, and being that Abraham was not worshiping idol, but rather seek the Most High, wanted to worship the Most High, he was able to make these birds to go away, and the people that surrounded him was able to benefit. So the point is that the attacks on the righteous is not something that began today. Attacks on the righteous is something that happens as a result of sin. So when some people begin to sin, then the demons and the evil ones will begin to attack. But the way to avoid attack from Satan and the demons, Satan is not the demon. Demons is not Satan. Demons are not just one person. Satan is an individual. Satan is one. The demons are not. Demons are like a legion. It's not just one person. So in the reason why I came to this chapter 11 of the book of Jubilees is to show you that Abraham was able to overcome these birds, which is a spirit in a way, because if you don't do something about these birds, then you are going to die of hunger. They will kill you if you don't do something about these birds. And you see that the way that Abraham was able to do this is because he feared the Most High. He seeked the Most High. He didn't want to live like his father, who was an idol worshiper. He didn't want to live like everyone else. Abraham seeked the face of the Most High. And the way for us to seek the face of the Most High is to be obedient to the Most High. And if we are obedient to the Most High, we are more likely to get protected from all the evil and misfortune that will be happening in the world. So I give the Most High all the glory and all the honor. A lot of things are happening, a lot more things will happen in the future. Let us learn from Noah. Let us be like Noah and learn from Noah. Let us be like Abraham and learn from Abraham and realize that there's no other way to escape or to be protected from Satan and the demons other than by keeping the law. Keeping the law is our armor, our shield, our protection, because the law is the laws of the Most High. If we keep his laws, then we increase the chances that he will protect us. Now I'm going to call upon my brother Hallelujah. Does this, asking for more scripture or more clarification, or does this help in having more understanding of our current situation in the world? The fact that these demons that I call the Europeans, they are trying to inject the world with all these chemicals, and they've already making the world to err and to not keep the laws and the commandment of the Most High. They're doing all these things, and they're not going to stop. Like as I've told you in the past, they will not stop until the Most High stop them. They are not going to stop until the Most High stops them. So they will continue to go. They will continue to be destructive. They will continue to do all these things that are not good for us. So all praises to the Most High. I don't know if that answers your question, my brother, but I give the Most High all the glory and all the honor for his love and his kindness, for his mercy, for his protection. At least we have an option. That's the good news. We just have to keep the commandment. That's all we have to do. We have to keep the commandment. And if we keep the commandment, if it is the will of the Most High, we will be protected. I know he can protect us. If he did it for Noah and for Abraham, he can do it for us. So all praises to our Heavenly Father.
Thank you for your interest in this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us through WhatsApp. You can call us or send us a message. You can also email us at lawstogod@gmail.com. Check out our website at www.lawstogodskingdom.com. Download our mobile app from the Android store. Search for Laws to God app. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search for Laws to God. Don't forget, you can also use Skype to call us. Just download Skype on your phone and search for Laws to God. If you are in South Africa and you need a congregation to worship with, give us a call. For more information that we don't have here on YouTube, please download our app and check out our website, www.lawstogodskingdom.com. Help us spread this truth by sharing this video on your social media.